Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in the series of videos that is all about Persian rugs and carpets from around the world. And this video is another one of those few videos in the series of videos that is about rare types, individual types of Persian rugs. These are what I call the Holy Grail section, or the unicorns. Every once in a while, I will come across a Persian rug that is either no longer being made or that is simply something that is so extraordinary that when I come across it, I feature it in the videos and share it with you. And as I've done in the past, I always tell people, we're in a wholesale business of Persian rugs. We have been for, people always talk about generations, but let's put it this way. Both of my grandparents on both sides of the family, this is how my parents met. I grew up in the business. And it so happens to be that we're in the wholesale district here in Germany, and I come across these types of rugs because my family specializes in the high-end Persian rugs. This is why in the series of videos you see me featuring the Tabriz rugs, the Hereke rugs, the Nain rugs. It's not that I'm going out of my way to feature these types of rugs. It is simply that these types of rugs are practically thrown in our laps. And when I come across something that is rare, that you will, chances are, you will never see yourself, I will feature it. It's not a promotion. I'm not trying to sell something. I'm just simply trying to share something with you. And this rug that I'm sitting on right here is one such piece. This is an actual, genuine Shefar art piece. This rug was custom ordered in the mid-70s. Took about 5 years to make. It was made by a series of weavers that worked for the Shefar family. And I'm going to, as I always do, get behind the camera and I'm going to show it to you, because there's something also very unique about the genuine older Shefars. And that has to do with the signature that you typically, most people are not aware of. Recently I made a video where I talked about how a lot of the signatures are upside down. Well, here is going to be a perfect example of a signature that when you look at it actually makes no sense until you flip it over. And then you have that aha moment. And this is an art piece. So I'm going to show you an actual Shefar Tabriz rug, which for most of you, if you're just looking at buying a Persian rug, the name doesn't say anything to you. But for those of you that are passionate about Persian rugs, for those of you that know about Persian rugs, you know I'm sitting on something that is an art piece. This rug right here is worth easily your average typical 3 to 4 bedroom home in Europe, United States, or Canada. This is how much this rug is worth. But I'm going to feature it. I'm going to show you a few details. But like I said, this is such a unique piece. I thought I'm going to introduce myself, give you guys a little bit of background. I got a lot of questions. As the channel is growing, I have a lot of people leaving me questions and comments, and so I thought I'd take a minute and give you a little bit of background. So I'm now going to get behind the camera as I always do and give you the features of this beautiful, they don't make them anymore. So this is an old school Shefar that you're about to see the details of. So as always, here I am again behind the camera, and as I walk around this just amazing, stunningly square, oversized Tabriz rug. Just to give you a little bit of background about it, apparently mid-70s, an industrialist family in Europe, I believe it was Austria, they contracted with the Shefar family to have two carpets made for them. And there is going to be another carpet that I'm going to be featuring in one of my future videos. That's actually, it's hidden underneath. It is a pure silk round Tabriz rug. Well, this family wanted the best of the best for their own home, which I would imagine would be like a castle. And this was one of those two rugs that was made for them. And this is why you have this unusually large square size, but they also wanted the best of the best. This is a full 60 rug Tabriz rug. Lots of silk, as you can see in the flowers, all of the flowers and everything. These are all silk. And just to give you an idea, this rug is about 50 years old, between 40 to 50 years old. Took about 4 years to make, 4 to 5 years. And this would be by a series of weavers sitting side by side under the supervision of the Shefar house. And this carpet hasn't been cleaned in 20 years. When this carpet gets cleaned and comes back, the silk is just going to be it's just going to be outrageous. The medallion, everything that you see here, everything is silk. The floral designs, everything is silk. But what is absolutely beautiful about this rug is it features something that you really don't find nowadays. And I'm going to show it to you right here. This is what the old genuine Shefar signature looked like. Now, Shefar is one of the best known Tabriz weaving families. They are designers as well as they had a big weaving house. And in the old days, this is how the signatures looked like. And then over the years, the signatures got smaller and smaller. Now, I'm going to show you in a minute, there is another version of this signature on this very rug. Here in Farsi, it says, Tache Shifa Bofte Tabriz. It means, Tache means design, plan. Shefar is the name. Boft means weave. Tabriz. So it basically means the design of Shefar and the weaver is in Tabriz. So here you have, this is the old school Farsi signature, which is correct. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is how they were signed in the old days. Now I'm going to show you, and this is actually done on purpose. And then you will understand why I, as somebody who was born and raised in Germany, will at times lose my mind when I look at this. Because here you have on the other side of the rug, so I just walked across here, and here you have what looks like the English version of it, except it is upside down. It's the mirror reflection. You notice Tabriz, weave, Shefar, plan. And I think what they meant to say was design. So instead of using the word design, they came up with plan. But you would think somebody would have told them back in the old days that whoever's going to be reading this is going to be reading this from the left to the right. But being that this was woven in Iran, they go from right to left. So here you have we've I'm just gonna laugh because I'm looking at, in case you're wondering, I'm just gonna flip this rug over and then you're gonna see why I'm laughing at this, because this is actually quite common. Take a look at this from the back side. Perfect. Tabriz weave SHIRFAR plan. Now, I guess what they meant to say was design, but I accept the fact that this was planned by Shefar. What I don't think, and this is what they did in the old days. Now, when I say old days, my family, knowing that I was going to be doing this video, they already told me, they said, Mike, if you're going to badmouth the weavers, we're going to smack you in the back of the head. But I want to show you guys something, because this is something that I also featured in one of my other videos. Here we have a beautiful semi-antique Hurricane, completely different type of rug, but it is also, it has that metal foundation. This is what you typically hang on the walls, but this is a semi-antique. It's a little bit older than the Tabriz, but the reason I'm mentioning the Hurricane, because this is also something you will find in the Hurricane. Notice the signature, how it is, well, basically a mirror reflection, how you got to flip over the rug and look at it correctly from the back side. Well, guess what? In the old days, this is a beautiful Hurricane with the Hurricane signature. Now, ask anybody that knows how the lettering works in the Arabic language. This is a Arabic alphabet. Oh, sorry, here I'm getting all tongue twisted, but I'm just going to flip this around. This says Hurricane. If you flip it backwards, this is how you actually write Hurricane, not this. So, if you want to know what the actual word Hurricane means, flip it over. There you have it. The same theory on the old school Shefars. This is not an accident. This is not something that after spending years making a rug, they did not on purpose do this. This is how they used to do it in the old days. And I think it is funny as hell. Now, apparently my family does not share my sense of humor. I'm just thinking, if they go out of their way to sign a rug and to literally make it a point of letting people know that, hey, look, this is like a Picasso signature. Well, if maybe there is an artist out there who thought it would be a good idea to sign a painting or a piece of art and to add an upside down signature or a mirrored copy of a signature. Maybe that is, to me, it's just odd. But this is what the old school quality 60, no, this is a very high quality 60 rug. So you have a ton of silk. You have, like I said, this carpet was used. This was used, I've been told, in a dining room. This was an everyday used rug. This was not something that was simply just laid out. And just as in the old days, you notice the fringes are extremely long, and of course silk foundation. This is all signs of the Shefar quality. You have the kalim with all the silk artwork that was added in. I mean, everything on this rug, it just says Shefar. This is what the old school collectors, this is what people look for. It's extremely rare to find them in this large square size. But for me personally, the reason why I just thought I'd show you something. This is a carpet that is worth a house. This carpet is not. This is easily a 6-digit figure. And it's going to be in the mid 6-digit figures. I was able to get this rug. We couldn't even lay it out properly because, as you can see, we only got 4 meters of a width in our warehouse here where we can take pictures of rugs. And this carpet is, this Tabriz rug is over 5 meters wide. So we had a little bit of a fold. But when I saw that signature, I thought, for those of you who are into rugs, you're going to dig this. I just think it's funny as hell. So there you go. I hope you liked this video. As always, subscribe to our channel, like us, hopefully keep coming back, or check us out at mprugs.com. Now, I have to give you a little bit of a hint. There is going to be this is what I'm going to be calling a unicorn. There's a unicorn that is hidden underneath this large square piece. And that's all I'm going to tell you. It's a pure silk, round Tabriz rug. And as you can see, it's big. And it is the first that I have ever seen. And like I said, we're in the wholesale business. So finding a pure silk, large Tabriz, oversized piece, this is like a unicorn. So I'm really excited about featuring this, but I had to get this one in because we're about to fold this one up and send it off to be fully cleaned and restored and just basically have it all looked after. So best wishes to you all, and I'm going to be coming back to you soon with another video. Take care.